Hey, what's up, you guys? This is John Chacon with Austin Performance Fitness coming at you with another segment of the Coach's Corner. Today, we're going to be talking about the barbell overhead press. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick down and dirty step-by-step on how to set yourself up to perform this movement the right way and the safe way. So, first things first, find yourself a barbell and set it up inside of a rack. Okay, make sure, a good way to know if it's the right height, roughly right where the top part of your armpit is, that's about where you want to line it up. So if I come up close to it, that's about where it's going to be. Okay? So, next thing, center yourself on the bar. Most bars are going to have some point of reference for the center. For this bar, the entire center is smooth. For some bars, you might find out there's a center piece that's rough or has the knurling, or you might have knurling all the way across and maybe just a couple smooth rings right in the center. Either way, find that center point and use that as a reference. Now, after your body's already been centered, now you have to find out where you're going to put your hands. From here, staying about a foot away from that bar, you're going to pin your upper arms next to your torso. You're going to perform a curling movement by bringing your palms towards your shoulders. Stop where they naturally stop. From here, bring yourself about 6 inches from that bar and rotate those wrists out. From here, since you're already centered, you'll have that perfect spot right where your hands will be on that bar. Now, if you pay close attention to where you're wrapping those hands around, you might find that a certain finger or a certain wedge between the fingers wraps right around somewhere in reference to where the smooth meets the knurling. For me, my ring finger ends up right on that spot where the smooth meets the knurling. So I know that that's my spot every time I approach the bar. Find something that's consistent for you so you don't have to go through the whole process every time you approach the bar. Okay, now, once I've established this hand position, I'm going to wrap my thumbs and fingers around this bar. Now, we're going to reposition our camera to give you guys a better angle on what's going to happen next. So, I've centered myself on the bar, I've established that hand position, my thumbs and fingers are wrapped tightly around this bar. From here, I'm going to place my feet shoulder width apart underneath this bar. Now, it's as if you are looking directly over top of this bar. Imagine like it's bisecting your feet. Okay, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. From here, you're going to fully extend those arms, pull your shoulder blades back, and create a nice flat torso in line with the legs. Squeeze the butt. From this reclined position, this is the most critical part. You're going to pull yourself up underneath this bar in a certain way. Now, as I pull myself up underneath, I'm going to drop my hips, drive my knees out to the side, and my butt back, driving my elbows up underneath my wrists. Now, notice this position. I'm going to show you also what not to do. Typically, after someone sets themselves up into a bar, here's what I normally see. Elbows forward, hips forward, back rounded, knees forward. Not a good position. So, again, recap. Take the slack out, squeeze the butt, pull yourself up underneath by dropping the hips, knees out, butt back, elbows underneath the wrists. This optimal position. From here, stand tall. Once you got it unracked, take 2 steps back. Make it nice and simple, guys. Try to reduce the shuffling. It just takes too much. From here, find an optimal foot position. Some people prefer a more narrow stance. Some people a wider stance. I wouldn't go any closer in than hip width apart. For me, I prefer about a shoulder width stance. From here, squeeze your glutes nice and tight. Squeeze the butt to lock those hips and the lower back in place. From here, taking that belly breath, drive those arms, fully extend overhead, pulling the shoulder blades together, come back down under control. Again, reset, take that breath, squeeze the butt, drive overhead, pause, come back down under control. After you've finished the set number of repetitions for that set, 2 steps forward, run the bar into the rack so you know that you're in it for sure, lower it down under control with knees out, butt back, and release. There you have it. There's your barbell overhead press. Quick, down and dirty, step by step. Nice and simple, guys. A couple key things to remember. Center yourself on the bar. Find that optimal hand position using our curl and wrist rotation method. Next, pull yourself underneath that bar and make sure the knees are out and the butt's back and those elbows underneath. Make sure those hips aren't forward and the elbows aren't behind the wrists. Okay, a couple things to look out for. After you stand up with that bar, 2 steps back, taking that belly breath, squeeze the butt, press, finish your determined number of set repetitions, Bring it back to that rack position, 2 steps forward, make sure it's in the rack, set it down, and release. There you go, guys. The best, the safest, the most effective way to perform the barbell overhead press. Thanks for checking it out, guys. This has been John Chacon with another Coach's Corner segment with Awesome Performance Fitness. Take care, guys. Stronger every day. Peace.